Hello, Henning Pauli here. I hope you're having a nice day. Says a friend of mine. So we're here with kind of the thing that had to happen, and we kind of all knew it was going to happen, and we all kind of knew we were going to bitch about it because we would spend money again on the thing we might already potentially have. So we're going to be bitchy about it, but also we knew what's going to happen, and we knew we were going to buy it, I think. Now, if we look at this camera right here, you know these three pedals. The Ruby AC30 Simulator, the Line, if you ask me, the best Marshall Plexi model on the market, and the Dream, a deluxe reverb from Fender, Rish kind of, and a Rubber Duck, which is not UA. That came from a hotel. Now, these pedals are massively popular. Like, massive. Because they're good. The pedal platforms, they're the last thing on your board to go DI. They have issues. No MIDI, no headphone out, can't be powered with USB, no USB or Bluetooth audio, blah, blah, blah. All the cons, but the pros, they sound killer. If you want the best of that amp on the market as a modeler, that's what you buy. And we knew, because UA is A, not dumb, and B, really big into plugins, that what was coming was plugins of what they've done. Of course, they had to wait so that we all buy the pedals because we couldn't get them as a plugin. And then they release a plugin so that we buy the plugin. It's clever, and it's called making money. Now, we have the Lion plugin, the Dream plugin, and the Ruby plugin. Full disclaimer, first of all, I hope I'm getting paid for this video because they showed them to me ahead of release. They said release is on the 8th. Check them out if you like them, and then you can make a video. I like them. And then we never talked again. So I'm hoping I can write them an invoice, but whatever, you want to know about them. But I did say, so how much are they? And they said 150. I'm like, 150 for all three? That's not bad. Or it's 150 each. And that goes in line with UA's pricing policy for plugins, which is not cheap, but the fucking best on the market. If you need a freaking Plexi to be in your computer, ready to go, and so good that even the most die-hard Plexi fans who don't like modeling will say that's the shit. Who, for example, let me tell you, a friend of mine from Australia, hey Andrew, said there's a Japanese AC/DC tribute band, and the guy is so hardcore that he plays only Plexis with the Schaefer replica, big box thing, wireless bullshit thing, and all these snake oil things that give you the AC/DC sound to turn him into Japanese Angus Young. Guess what he plays now? He plays a Lion. You know Phil X? The guy who only plays 100-watt Marshall heads and his Friedman, and is it die hard? It needs to be loud and real. In a pinch, he'll grab a Lion. It's true. So that's how good their stuff is. 150 each. Let's put it this way. Let's hope that Thomann or whoever, Sweetwater, will have sales where you maybe get each for 79 or all three for 150 or whatever. Or UA will have 3-for-1 deals. These always come around on Black Friday, so maybe you buy then, or you really want one of these, and then you just fork over the money. We know the pedals. The Dream does not have a room, which is really bad because it has a spring reverb. I wish it also had a room because that room is brilliant. Everything you can do on the pedal, you can do on the plugin. If you know the pedal, the plugin will reveal itself in seconds. If you don't know the pedal, the plugin will reveal itself in minutes. Let's look at it. That's the Dream. That's what they say. That's the Dream. I'm going into my UAD Apollo X8 onto the high Z input, going into Cubase where I have this. And that's, I think, unless I'm really mistaken, the only thing I don't like, a mono input. Mono in, mono out. And you can say, well, of course, it's one amp and it's the one mic. Maybe the others are different because it has the room and the room is stereo. But okay, in this case, there is a mono source. So why not mono? But it looks like they're mono. But we look at the others, of course, as well. You have the amp here, can't do anything with it. It just looks pretty.
Sorry.
Perfecto is making phone sounds. He must be bored to death back there. Perfecto is making a really cool video after this one. Go on his channel, comparing the plugin to the pedal to a real kick-ass Plexi amp. Plexi-esque.
Option number 1. Option 2. Option 3.
So, on the left, you got the amp, stock, lead, or D-Tex. Don't ask me what that is, a different version of the amp. You can boost right here and turn that on and off. And that's all you can do. It's just a big interface and it's pretty. You have bright and normal. For me, always bright. Volume, treble, bass, reverb can be turned on and dialed in. And the tremolo has speed and intensity. And at the bottom, you actually see numbers if you really want to know exactly how something was set up. On and off, I mean, why would you turn it off? Just unload the plugin. I don't know why these things have switches. On the top, there are a lot of presets, like quite a good list. Maybe we'll just skip through some of these. And then on the right, you go and pick your cab. It shows you the mics and all that, but there's no moving around. It's like, this is what we used, and that's what you get. You can also go direct and use your own IR. I wouldn't, because UA knows what they're doing. That's what loaded as a default. This right here is a Shabbat Lynx. Got my name on it. It's kind of a cool flip-floppy thing. Abi says many people call him and say, I want Henning's guitar. Well, you can't have Henning's guitar, but he's going to build you one like it. Look at that neck. For fuck's sake. Lolas. Golden. I am in it's a HSS Strat in perfection. You will fork over the money. It's not cheap, but holy hell is it good. Now, if you ask me, no one is going to play a deluxe reverb to crank it up and drive. First of all, the actual amp's going to kill you, and it's very fuzzy and dirty. But if you want those old school sounds, I mean, I take back what I said. Holy crap, that's cool. Okay, this is really interesting because, Perfecto, maybe you want to chime in on that. I feel there's a validity, come over here, the validity to the plugin because that sound is kick-ass. I've never seen or heard that sound on the amp or the pedal. And you know why? I have a deluxe reverb because you wouldn't crank a deluxe reverb to 9 because you would die in the room.
I would.
Okay, you would. Old school fart. But here's the thing. I wouldn't even do it on the pedal because I know that on the amp I wouldn't do it. So on the pedal, I never really went that far. I was always hesitant on a piece of hardware to do that because it felt wrong. But on the plugin, it didn't. So I think, and maybe I'm completely off my rocker here, that the plugin might make you go into areas that hardware doesn't from my limited brain allow me to go?
Because you think you won't break it?
Yeah.
Because it's virtual.
But this is virtual. But I would
No,
treat.
but that's a physical knob that you're turning.
But I would treat this as a deluxe reverb. Clean, slightly breakup, all good. That sound is kick-ass. But I would have never discovered it with this or the real amp. That's all I'm saying. So I already love the plugin because, I mean, come.
On that, it'll be better.
They have a tube screamer as a
Yeah?
plugin, but it's
Oh, but it's not in the.
No,
not
no.
in this one.
and that reverb is now exploding because of the gain. You can sit back down. Thank you. Let's switch amps. So lead. That's more juicy. DTEX. I don't know what that means. It's a mod.
DTEX?
It's a
Oh, the Texas style. Maybe.
it's a deluxe reverb mod. I don't know things. I don't know why you're watching this. But there's a built-in boost, so let's kick that shit in. Yeah, now it's just overblown.
Play some Stevie Ray.
I don't know. Play some Stevie Ray, he says.
You have a blues course.
Yeah, how about you play some Stevie Ray?
No, you have a blues course. That works.
I don't know. Oh, wait. He always does the pull offy things. I don't know guitar things.
Shuffle rhythm and then E's. Both E's.
I'm not gonna play I don't know. Okay, cleans. Let's just look. This is how it works. Oh, that's very different because of the cap.
I will say that it does sound pretty good from back here.
Oh, come on. Always a tiny bit of dirt, Corey Bright. Okay, this is called Corey Bright. I think they're trolling us.
Is there what?
Corey Clean.
Corey Woofy.
Here's what we're going to do with this one. And we're going to do it with the others too. Since it really, and I've tried it, we don't have to try it in this video, I have done the test before shooting this, does sound exactly like the pedal. Here's a bit of the track that I did with the pedal, which means those are the sounds you can get with the plugin. Was that cool or what? Now, look at all the purpleness. Kind of, not quite, but like the Ruby. We're going to explore the room now. This doesn't have a reverb. The room, to me, is what makes these things super unique, and nobody nails it because everyone puts reverbs on their amp models. But this really sounds like, oh, the amp is moving away from me in a beautiful studio space, and it's actually coming alive. I mean, come on. Oh, and it looks like when you switch amps, it's not amps, it's the inputs. Normal to me is, I mean, okay, you've got volume and cut. And the cut, of course, takes the top end off because that's what a AC30 does. Dirty, stinking, icky. For me, brilliant. That's how I am, and that's what that's. I can't even. That's what that sounds like. Come on. Now you really kind of need that cut because you got the top end. Here we got, and that's a 57 in front of the 112, ribbon from the 112, 57 in front of it, don't ask me, I don't know, something else, direct, if you want to use your own IR, and we're going to go back to the 57. Still boosted, so let's turn that off. Really clean. Effector said if you can play really shitty chords and they still sound good, it's a good amp. Let's try this. It's a good amp.
That's a hit.
So here's the room. That's completely without a room. Of course it's just a reverb, but it's the perfect illusion of the amp in a room. If you're doing like a bluesy album or something, really move it back there and just give it life. Yes.
Crank it and then put it back in the room sound.
We crank it. I'm scared now.
And then move it back in the room.
Yeah.
So it's like a really loud amp in the room.
Okay.
In the room.
With the boost, come on. I mean, sounds as realistic as it gets, if you ask me. I love that sound. And then, of course, if you want the trem, you go to Vibrotrem. Imagine some delays and stuff on that. Of course, I played an E major 7 in the context of A. That was wrong, but you all, of course, spotted that. When Perfecto does it, it sounds good. When I do it, it sounds like a cat's dying.
It sounds like cats dying too.
I mean, that thing is killer. Come on. Couple presets here? Huh? Huh? Flat wounds in the casino. Rockstrummer. Well, that would have been airy test pilot. No, we're not doing that. All around great guy. For me, that's it. Glassy matches. I love it. Now, where are the settings that you have in the app? I don't think with these you have too many settings. I think with the line you have. But before we go there, here's a track I did with the Ruby. And that was correct. For example, in the Line app, if you have to use your phone, then you can turn on and off the gate, which means it's technically in a live situation either on or off. And sometimes you might want it on, but guess what? In other times, you might want it off. Oh, with the plugin, there's just a little dot up there. Right here. And that's it. There's also 3 dots. Oh, look, gate settings. Nice. That shows you the threshold. I mean, that's a very subtle implementation of the gate into the interface that almost looks like nothing, but it's got everything. Nice. We got the super lead, super bass, and then the brown, and you can see the look changes. The lead, the bass is a bit more grayish, and the brown is messed up. That, of course, is a modded plexi, like that guy with the weird guitar would have done too. I mean, at some point, maybe when we go to the brown, maybe we should have a weird guitar with stripes on it. Where could we find that? I don't know, maybe right here. Well, but the thing is, when we get there, I'm not playing because I don't know how to handle that. So I'm gonna put stunt guitarist in. But for now, God, the line is just so good. So we're gonna go to lead. I love the cleans. That's my world! It's got that AC30-ish top end. It has that brightness, but it also has more. Bright cap, ghost notes, that's all stuff you do in the app. And here, it's all there. Low input, but it's already bridged in a way. Because you have volume 1 and volume 2, so you don't need the little bridgey cable, but you've got low input and a high input. That's all I know. It's from some song, from some guy that played that kind of amp. I think Maya is also very, very famous for playing plexis. Now you boost it. And into the high input. I made the mistake. I played the Hendrixy thing, but apparently he played a super bass, not a super lead. It's because I don't know things. But I mean, how thickitude-ish and alive is that? It's a plugin, and to me, it feels like I'm just killing an amp. That's what most don't nail is the rock and rolliness. You want to just freak out, and I think UA absolutely nails it. Let's go to some count. It's all loud and disgusting. I love it. Gate. No plexi had no gate. Come on. Double negative. So that was all just the lead. Gonna go to the bass, turn the boost off, Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum. Gonna go to the low thing. Ba-dum. Do this. There's also a song, I don't know songs. Brown. I will hand this cable to more capable people. Capable people. Understand? This cable is going to more capable.
Capable? It does the thing. It does the thing.
I mean, come on! Piss off. Here's a bit of a track that I did with the pedal, which sounds pretty much exactly like the plugin.
That's very impressive.
And here's the summary. Let's see, you can make that big. I mean, you know, it's placeholder for all three. 150 for each. You're going to say for 150, I can buy plugins that do a lot more. Tonex plugins, whatever, and profile downloads. Oh, I get that. this nails with all its knobs, speakers, boosts, 100% authenticity, that amp. Or the AC30 or the Deluxe Reverb. Now, if you want the 3 amps that defined rock and roll, there was also, of course, more, but 3 amps that were among the amps that defined rock and roll in your arsenal, in the best way possible, you're gonna spend $450, or you wait for some kind of triple pack deal. Yes, you can buy plugins that give you a lot more in effects and everything. But I don't think anything gets close to these. And it might not be an audible thing necessarily. It's you feel alive when you play these. It does not feel like you're playing plugins. That's what I gotta say. That's what I am sticking to. It's not because they pay me, you know that. I love these, and I'm very happy that I have them. Links below. Thank you, UA. And Animals at the end.